Alright, so I'm making this video today to kind of bring awareness to what's going on in the test place. I've had a couple people telling me to like kind of put my opinion out there on this, but if you guys don't know, in the test place, Lito, one of the developers for Phantom Forces, is actually heavily nerfing the movement to the point to where basically sliding is slower than sprinting. Here, I'll just show you a slide. That what was that? Come on now, like literally, come on. But yeah, the movement is being nerfed so much that like a lot of people are saying they're never gonna play this game again if this gets pushed, which I mean, that's kind of a long shot, but I just think with as many people speaking out against this, you would think that Lito would be like, okay, yeah, maybe this change is a bad idea, but he doesn't want to budge. So I'm not telling you to send hate or do anything stupid like that. Please don't do that. But I just think we should definitely kind of consider our options here, because the options that I think should be taken is that obviously stamina movement needs to be nerfed, which is kind of the whole reason why these changes have been made in the first place, is because the stamina movement's so OP. But the thing is, why would you nerf movement overall if it's just stamina that's OP? It makes no sense at all. Like maybe you could, I don't know, instead of just nerfing how fast the sliding is and stuff like that, you could probably just change the cooldowns on the stamina movement to be not as extreme, I guess. So like say you have to wait like an extra second to slide, you know, pretty much like the same cooldowns but slightly faster in stamina movement, whereas you're not just bunny hopping everywhere. It's not that hard to make that change, but then at the same time, you know, just making the actual real movement be the same as it, you know, always has been. And then another funny thing another thing that I think is also funny is that Lito says that Phantom Forces is becoming a movement game basically, and apparently Lito hates movement shooters. But the problem is Phantom Forces is and kind of always has been a movement shooter. I mean, just think about it here for a second. What is the biggest skill gap between high-skilled players and low-skilled players? It's not the aim. I'm just telling you that now. It's not the aim. It's definitely the movement. Like, if you have really, really good movement, that outdoes pretty much any aiming skills a lot of people have, because most people aim better than you would think. And there's a pretty human skill cap when it comes to aiming. You know, everyone has a pretty human reaction time of around at least like 100 milliseconds. Most people have a reaction time of about 200 milliseconds. And so you can only really do so much to improve your aim, but it's a lot easier to be able to teach yourself how to outmaneuver people's aim and stuff like that. But I mean, other than that, it's just kind of disappointing, because I think every single update thus far has been super good. Like the last update was really good. This update was really good. And I honestly don't even think the stamina movement's that bad or necessarily super OP. It just kind of changes the meta a little bit, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, sure, the game plays a little bit differently than it has before, but why do we necessarily need to go back to like the OG Phantom Forces days? Like the movement right now is much worse than it has been since like 2015-ish. Like since this game started, the movement hasn't ever been as bad as it is in the test place. Bro, I've been going crazy with the melees. I'm not even gonna lie. And the sniper. I don't know. There's something different with me today. I got that dog in me today. But as to what other developers have said about this, I'm not sure. I just know what Lito has said, which I think Lito's kind of the one that's pushing this new movement nerfs that's in the test place right now. And it's kind of, it kind of just feels like the devs are trying to fit this game to what they see rather than what the community wants, which isn't really a good thing. And I mean, it's no secret that Phantom Forces itself has been declining in player-based numbers in recent years. I mean, I remember back when this game would get like 10K consistent players, and that was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, like late 2020s, early 2021. Around that time, Phantom Forces was pulling 10K players at any given time. And I mean, right now it's getting like 6K, which is better than what it was at before. Before it was like, gosh, 3K. I mean, for a while there, it was like, I was like, oh my God, is this game going to die? But I mean, it's gotten a little bit better. But if this gets pushed, I can easily see Phantom Forces dropping going to like 1K or less concurrent players. Like it'll get less players than Bad Business. I'm not kidding. And the thing is, with the new movement, the game feels so much better. Why do we want to like go back on that? Like the game feels so bad to play in the test place right now. It's actually terrible. Like I think Bad Business in terms of like gameplay should be taken for inspiration, because I personally really like the way Bad Business, like the movement feels and how all that feels, especially compared to Phantom Forces. Like I think this update, this stamina update was a step in the right direction. Okay, and also I need to mention that's not the only change in the test place right now. They also have all these sniper changes, which I don't exactly know what they're changing, but yeah, maybe I'll cover that in another video. I'm not sure. And it also doesn't help that Phantom Forces, I mean, so many content creators have left. Like almost all the big ones have left. The only big ones really left is like me, Strider. Snowy still posts sometimes, you know, like Oscar's left, God Status is left. Who else is left in recent days? Man, I don't know. Paradox Poke left a long time ago, so there's that. Pretty much every Paradox member left. Like Petty's gone. Do you guys remember FPS Creations? Like, bro, that guy went hard. I loved his videos. But yeah, from pretty much what I've heard, there's not a single person, not a single content creator that actually supports these changes. And from a lot of the people that I've heard in the player base, no one in the player base likes it either. I thought that was an enemy, but I know there's like 1 or 2 people that have said they like it, but that's mostly because they haven't really seen the test place in a long time. They just think we're talking about the production changes. There's a guy over here. Also, I don't know what's with all these like weird maps in the test place. Like, what is this map? This is Hotel Ubuntu, I think. But yeah, there's another thing. There's so many maps in the test place that hasn't been added. It's like, are you going to work on it, or is this like a test place only map, or like what's going on here? I don't know. Oh yeah, I think also they did nerf the stamina in a way in the test place as well, because it feels like I'm running out of stamina way faster than I do in the production, which that's also probably a pretty good stamina change by itself, is to just make it run out faster rather than just slowing down movement as a whole. That's another good change that you could do. Like instead of just slowing down sliding and all that, why don't you just make it to where stamina runs out a lot faster? Or I mean, if you really want to, you could just flat out remove stamina. If it's that much of a problem to the devs, just remove stamina. That'd be way better than just nerfing movement as a whole. You know what I mean? And I know this video has been kind of different. I don't like to be a negative Nancy, because I'm a casual player myself, but it gets to a point to where sometimes if like a change is really bad, sometimes I'll have to make a video talking about it. And it's not like I'll change very much, because I'm not the biggest influence in the Phantom Forces community. In fact, I'm actually probably a very small influence, because I don't have like quite the same audience as some people do. Oh, nice double. Let's go. But I don't know. It's like we took like a couple steps forward, and now we're taking like 5 steps back with these nerfs, if that makes any sense at all. Oh yeah, another YouTuber I forgot to mention is Some Steven. He's still around. I'm dead. Now, I've noticed though, there's a couple smaller Phantom Forces YouTubers that are coming around. Like they're just about to hit 1K. I can't list them off the top of my head, but they make some pretty cool stuff. Haha. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this this movement change down in the comments below. I might make a short today just because I don't know, I don't want everything on my channel to be negative. Like I said, I don't like to put negative stuff out there, but sometimes it has to be done just to, you know, bring light to certain things. Goodbye. At least I'll always have my L86. Please don't change that back, please. Tagged that guy through the floor. Yeah, I guess that about does it for today. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Let's see if we can get 20K by the end of the year. I think that'd be a pretty fruitful goal. And also, let me just bring this enemy tag back here before I end the video. There we go. Let's go. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on the next one.